Hi, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Erica.
And this is the Hawaii Vacation Guide.
And this is where you should stay on Maui. Alright, so one of the very first videos we ever made was Kaanapali versus Wailea. And we got some feedback that there are more places to stay on Maui, which is accurate. So we decided to take you on a tour of the most popular places to stay to help you make your decision.
Because it is a big decision. Maui is the most expensive Hawaiian island for resorts. It's stunning how expensive it is.
Yes.
Third in the world.
Whoa.
We're going to cover two main areas on Maui, West Maui and South Maui. These are by far the most popular places to stay on the island because they're on the leeward side of the island. That's the dry side of the island. You're going to get the best weather. That means the most sunny days and the least rain if you stay in those areas. And the biggest selection of resorts.
If you are watching this, chances are you are in the process of planning a trip to Maui, so we have you covered. Head to the hawaiivacationguide.com/Maui because you will get one of our itineraries, and while we love them, other people do too, so don't miss out on this. So we are going to start today covering West Maui. So compared to South Maui, West Maui is a little bit further of a drive from the airport and from other things like Haleakala or the road to Hana, but there is a lot to do over here. So you have historic Lahaina town, you have snorkeling charters, you have a lot of snorkeling from the beach, you have a submarine that takes you down underwater, you have whale watching tours.
There's a lot to do in West Maui. It's gorgeous. You got great sunsets. Both locations, you got great sunsets. But it does feel like a lot of good hiking trails around West Maui. A lot of people don't need a rental car. If you park yourself in Kaanapali, you could get by without a rental car.
Yeah. So we are going to start our tour on West Maui. We are going to go north and work our way south. So way up north on West Maui, you have Kapalua. Located here, if you've been following us for any amount of time, you know that this is probably my favorite beach in Hawaii, one of our favorite beaches in Hawaii. You have Kapalua Bay here. And then you also have two very luxurious accommodation options. So you have the Montage and you also have the Ritz-Carlton. You also have some vacation rentals up here. And so this is kind of a luxurious, swanky place to stay, famous golf course. But one thing to note is it does get more wind because while you are on the west side, you're like kind of on the northwest side of the island.
So you'll get some rainstorms during the day. Your warm rains, still lovely, but you will get more rain and showers coming over you during the day. But it is a lot greener up there, very lush and tropical. Just south of Kapalua is Napili Bay, another gorgeous beach. What I like about Napili is you get more of a vintage vibe. They're smaller resorts, nothing taller than a coconut tree. So a little older places, but you still have lots of charm. Plus you got the gazebo restaurant and the Sea House. It's just a nice place to tuck in, hang out there with your family for a nice vacation.
Plus you have Napili Bay, which is stunning.
Amazing.
Stunning. Heading a bit further south, you have Kaanapali. So this was the first resort area on Maui. So it was built in the 1960s. And it was built on the beautiful Kaanapali beach. So this beach it's large, it has really wonderful sand, It's
got good snorkeling by BlackRock. Mm-hmm. And don't think that the hotels are old. They're not dated. They've been keeping them refreshed and updated. Even some got remodeled during COVID, like the Kaanapali Beach Hotel and also the Westin. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of places to stay here. I love Kaanapali more than Wailea, which we'll talk about later. It's because it's a lot more lively. I love that there's a Whalers Village shopping right there, a lot of restaurants, a nice boardwalk. There's always a lot of people out and about. And it's just a fun place to be. There's a lot of energy there.
Yeah. On the flip side, one could say it's also crowded with all this energy and people out and about.
Sometimes it's hard to get a pool chair. You have to reserve it, which I don't love.
The hotels in Kaanapali are going to be bigger, so it is bigger than what you'll find in Napili. So that means you do have some high rises and you just have a lot more people in this area. It's very walkable and it's all connected with a nice walking path.
And you will find some vacation rentals in there. There's some high-rise condo complexes. And the last one on West Maui is Lahaina Town, historic Lahaina Town. It was the royal capital of the Kingdom of Hawaii from 1820 to 1845. So you have a lot of great plantation architecture here. You can do a historical walking trail. But for hotels, you'll find a lot of small inns and B&Bs, those types of places to stay at. The Pioneer Inn is one of my favorites. It's right in town. Is I think the first hotel in Hawaii. It's got a lot of history to it. Still has a little swimming pool right there. But Lahaina has a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping. And it's fun if you can actually get a hotel in there. You definitely don't need a car. You can explore that area on foot.
All right, we are leaving West Maui and heading down south to South Maui. So South Maui is still on the leeward side. So you are gonna get some great weather. You are gonna get sunny skies, little chance of rain, but anecdotally, I will say it gets windier.
It does. The trade winds can pick up more in the afternoon. That's what we've noticed, especially in Kihei. And then in Wailea, you get this McKenna cloud that comes over like around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It never rains, always feels like it's going to. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't ruin your beach day. It's just hanging over you. Doesn't sound appetizing, but it's good. It's still a fun place to go.
So when you're staying on South Maui, you are a little closer to some things like Haleakala, and there are a lot of activities and things to do. There are great beaches, great restaurants. You can snorkel Molokini. It's a great place to stay.
I know we said South Maui, but this is actually in Central Maui. It's Maalaea Harbor. There's a lot of vacation rental condo complexes lining that part of the shore right there. And it's nice. They're older places. They're small, more like studios to 1-2 bedroom places. A lot of people love staying there. We find it to be very windy, but it's a great central location.
Super central, and you are just right down the road from Kihei, which is our first place in South Maui that we're going to talk about. So Kihei is one of the most popular places to stay on South Maui. So Kihei is super walkable, but unlike Lahaina, which is a historic town, Kihei was actually built in the 1970s, so you have a lot of walking in between different shopping centers. In Kihei, you have some great beaches, you have awesome restaurants, you have a bit of nightlife too, and
There's actually bars open past 9 o'clock.
whoa, that's crazy.
Crazy.
All right, so in Kihei, you will mainly find vacation rentals. There are some small hotels, but most people stay in vacation rentals there. And one of the big pros for Kihei is that you can often find some good value, which on Maui, we said accommodations can be super, super expensive here. So finding a place with a good value, it brings a lot of people to Kihei. Yeah.
And talking about value, you probably won't find it in Wailea. Wailea is the luxury area of Maui. You get the big name hotels here, 5 stars. I think they're all 5 stars. Except there's like a new Marriott AC, but the price still looks 5 stars. It's a lovely place to stay though. You got all these like lava coves tucked in. There's like 3 main beach cove areas. Really pretty, got boardwalk. You have a lot of fine dining there. You have the mall, shops at Wailea. And for hotels, you got the Fairmont, you got the Andaz.
You have the Four Seasons. You have the Grand Wailea, which has the best pool on the island. It's pretty epic.
The Marriott's also really good too there for a pool. And but it's a lot more quieter than Kaanapali is. Hence it's great for like honeymooners and anniversaries. And you still have families there, but you won't find any nightlife in Wailea. I'm just gonna say that. You have lounges there and things like that, but it is a nice place to stay. A lot of people love it for that laid back Hawaii feel that you get. Now that you know where to stay, figure out all the good things to do around Maui. We have you covered with our Maui itineraries. We will take you all over the island on these excursion days. Pick the excursion day right for you. Maybe do 1, maybe do all 8 of them. We have a lot of fun for you. Talk about parking, where to eat, everything's planned out for you. So check them out. We got a link in the description below.
If you are looking for the best places to eat, West Maui or South Maui, that is covered in our itinerary too with a quick hit section, so you will never have a bad meal. Okay, I can't really say that, but
pretty close. We try our best. We like good meals when you go out. It's
Yeah.
nice, right? That's why you're on holiday.
Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.